Hello, I'm Kelly and I draw things. Welcome back to another studio vlog. And today is... Alexa, what day is it?
Today is Saturday, February 18th.
Today is Saturday, February 18th. And today I'm going to do some packing orders and some Comic-Con prep. So for packing orders, I'm going to try to live stream it, see if people want to order and then watch the order be packed on live stream on TikTok. This may be really awful, I don't know. We'll see how that goes. And then I'm going to do some Comic-Con prep. I have a really small convention at the end of March called Fluke in Athens, and they specialize in handmade zines and mini comics. So a zine is a little book, and there's a lot of different ways to make them. This one is actually just one piece of paper, so it's really easy to print. And then you just cut a slit in the middle, and then you can pull it down to a book. So I've done some prep, obviously, but need to do some more. So come along and let's go do shop stuff. So after I finished packing orders on TikTok, I realized that my carts I use to hold all my shipping supplies and a lot of my merchandise that live in my closet and are on wheels, I can pull them out to my desk when I pack orders, were really frustrating to use. They were poorly organized. I'm sure at one point they started out organized, but it just wasn't working for my system right now. So I took everything apart and shuffled things around so they're a lot easier to use in the future. I got the teal cart from Michael's and it is metal and taller, and I got the white plastic one from Amazon and it's a little shorter but a lot lighter to use. And for those of you that want direct links, those are located on my resource list in the home studio section, and that link is in the description of this video. The second zine is something I started in 2020 actually, and I printed a run of it, and the joke of the comic was this adventure goes on this big quest just for toilet paper. In 2020, that was really funny, but for 2023 I wanted to change it to be a little more modern, so now she goes on a quest for the Netflix password. And I wanted to redo the cover as well and part of the back cover. So I erased everything digitally that I wanted to change, reprinted it out, and then I'm redrawing and inking the new parts, and I'll scan it in, I'll color it, and then I'll have a new zine that's a retelling of an old story. So it's a little bit of work for a lot of payoff, And I think reinventing old pieces isn't something I do regularly, but this is kind of nice. Hello, it's the afternoon now. I have finished my 2 prototypes, which is great. I think for this one, maybe I'll just update it every year and I'll do a new set, or maybe every few years, or not. Who knows? We'll see. But I like how they turned out. I think they're really cute. I'm really pleased with this one specifically because it's so great. It's like a mini comic, like a real mini comic. But I have a lot more work to do for Fluke. I want to print a ton of stuff I've already made. So these are the only things I was actually drawing for. Everything else is just formatting, which I can do kind of anywhere. You know, I don't have to set up to draw. I am gonna do an experimental one, so keep an eye out for that. But it's the afternoon, I'm gonna get some lunch, and call it a day for creative. I have errands to do, like grocery shopping. So I'll see you guys later. Hello, I'm back from my errands, and I had a good find. So I was at Hobby Lobby getting something framed, and they are discontinuing a lot of their marker sales, and so they were all on sale, but then they were selling the cases once all the markers were gone, and they had 3 of them, and this one I think is big enough for my stickers, so I bought it. It's really gross. As of now, it's really dusty, but I think I'm going to clean it out. I don't know if I'm going to remove the labels or leave them. It looks like some are stuck on top. I don't know yet, but I'm going to have to reorganize my merchandise area a little bit, but I'm really excited because I think it's a really good size. And then I also picked up my adjustable artboard. This is Google's targeted ads working. I had an ad on Instagram talking about Five Below had all this stuff, and this was one of them. And there's a couple of adjustable parts on the back so it can sit upright on my desk and I can work a little more at an angle on my sketchbook. Because if you have back or neck pain as an artist, it's normally because you're hunched over drawing on a flat surface. If you elevate it even just a little bit, it can really make a big difference and help with a lot of those problems. So, artboard. I thought this was going to be really interesting to film, but it's literally already put together. So I just have to set it on my desk. It's a little flimsier than I thought it would be. It is $5 though. It's not super surprised. And the adjustments look to be pretty much the same angle. Like, they're the same. But if you want this, that link is also on my resource list. Hey there, it is Wednesday, February 22nd, so it's been a while. And I have printed some zines, and I'm gonna fold them while I watch cars. So I kind of wanted to walk you guys through the process of folding them. So you have a normal piece of paper, and I fold it this way first. It can really be folded anyway. You want to make sure the corners line up, which this one didn't. So as close as you can get. And then fold it this way. Where, if you can see on the lighting, it meets in the middle. So I fold it in half both ways. Again, my corners didn't line up very well, so line them up the best you can. All right, and then you fold the edges into the center. And then you kind of get this like double door opening looking thing going on. But then I fold it back in half long ways, and then you need scissors, and you cut from the edge where it's not open, so the edge that's closed, to the center where the cover and the first page intersect. You don't cut all the way through, just enough to make a little hole. And then you can fold it down into its own little book, which is kind of hard, but I like to fold it so it's flat, and then I look and see that my front cover and the back cover are where they're supposed to be, and then I fold it like a card, and there they are. There's a bone folder tool that I don't have with me. I'll put it up on the screen here, but it's used to flatten out the edges. It's a bookbinding tool. You can use like a credit card or an old gift card. I have this plastic ruler that I'm gonna try. It's probably not gonna work great, but it's better than nothing. And it helps kind of crease better, like sharper creases, so it lays flatter. And then you have a cute little book. And I just happen to have a comic book, but you can make zines about anything and everything if you'd like. Hello! It is Friday, February 24th, and I have a lot to do this weekend. I'm going to clean my studio first because it's kind of got stuff everywhere. But I want to do some comics, prep for Patreon for next month, clean my super awesome Sharpie display I got last weekend. Ta-da! I got Goo Gone, so that should help take off all the stickers on the front from like the Sharpie manufacturer of what markers and what cubby, because I'm going to put stickers in it. So, I'm gonna do that. Comics, Patreon, like I said, I need to do the print and the sticker and the digital and the printable. And I've done the video, so that's good, that's done, which is great. And other things I'm sure, but you'll see as we go. So let's clean the studio and get to work. So I've removed all my stickers and I'm going to use Goo Gone to take off all the gunk. I haven't used Goo Gone in a very long time. I think it'll be okay. And if it's not, then I'll repaint it. But then to just clean it, I'm gonna use 409. Why? Because I have it. It's also a multi-surface cleaner, and I was like, well, worst comes to worst, I'll repaint it. But this part seems to be some sort of like painted wood. Ooh, okay. And then this part is like plastic. And then the back, I think, is just a different finish of plastic. So I think it'll be okay. Some of the shelves are a little loose. I'm gonna use hot glue, just the little dabs here and there to secure it maybe. Oh, I guess they're all like that. Okay, well, we'll see. We'll see how this goes. But clean first, then figure out if I want to store it like this or like this, depending on my closet space. Alright, so I finished my cleaning and painting of my rack. I think I'm gonna store it vertically because I don't want to go in and secure all those little tiny shelves. So they're gonna be dividers instead of shelves, which is fine. And I think it'll be more durable that way. So it has to dry before I put anything in it. So I'm going to do my blog for Patreon for Friday. Once it dries, I'm gonna clear out some of my closet, reorganize it, and figure out how to make everything look best on the shelving I have. Hello, it is later. I'm all done. So all that time I spent cleaning off the sticker residue and painting didn't matter because I ended up tearing them off. So they just created a lip and it was hard to get the stickers out, and it took up some of the space that I needed to fit them all in there. So I got rid of them. Oh well. But now it's done, it's labeled. I ended up putting the labels inside with my label maker, which is just like how I did my bookmarks, and I really like that because I'm taller than the shelf it's on. So that works really well. And I'm really pleased with this. Good $50 spent. So I'm gonna put it back in my closet. I'll have a lot more space now. I'm gonna take a lunch break and figure out what I'm doing for the afternoon. Hello, it's after lunch and I've decided for the rest of the day I'm going to pack orders first and then I'm going to work on my Patreon. So March is coming up, so I want to get all my Patreon stuff done early. And then for orders, I actually have orders from 4 different places to pack. I have Hello Abound, Fair, which are both wholesale order people, and then my main shop off Squarespace and Etsy. So I'm going to pre-print all the envelopes I can. I'm going to pack them on live stream on TikTok, so come along with me while I prep for Patreon and pack a bunch of stuff. Alright, so I just finished going live on TikTok for quite a long time, but I had some really good chats. It's a really great opportunity for people to ask me a lot of questions about my art or art business or manufacturers and things like that. I talked to a great person named Lauren who had a ton of questions, but it was great to, you know, like talk shop and stuff like that because I don't have a lot of people I can do that with. So now I'm going to take all of this, put it back in the closet that you saw, you know, however long ago that was in this video. And then I had realized that, so I thought I'd sold out of these, and I just found hundreds of them in my product closet. So people do this, I realized, to block out their face so it'll focus on the bookmark. That's why they do it, because otherwise it autofocuses on my face. Look at that. I thought they were just like being fancy, but I found hundreds of them. So now I'm gonna put them back in all my shops. I just took them out. So going to do some admin work now, put all this away, get everything ready to ship tomorrow that I packed today, and then I'm gonna work on Patreon. I have a very small plan for March. March is my 1-year anniversary on Patreon, so I want to do something special for the sticker. I don't know what it is yet, but I'm hoping it is awesome. So I'm gonna take a break from filming and do some admin stuff, eat dinner, kind of work on Patreon on my couch, watch some Big Bang Theory, and then I'll check in with you guys later. These orders are going to go out to patrons for the February Merch Club. Thank you to my patrons for supporting my work. You guys are really great. If you like this content, Patreon is a really great way to support creators whose work you're already consuming, and it helps fund their passions so they can make more stuff for you to consume. For me specifically, I have a merch club. You get early access to videos and comics. There's an exclusive blog and one more additional video for patrons every single month. So if that sounds cool, check it out in the link in the description. Hey, it's the next day. This morning is Patreon and this afternoon is comics, and then I'm going mini golfing in the evening. So I have finished the print and the digital download. I'm working on the sticker, and then I'm going to do a desktop background. I haven't done one of those in a while. And then I will make everything mocked up and cute, and I'll be ready for all my Patreon stuff for March. Good morning. It is Sunday, February 26th, and I have finished my Patreon stuff, so I'll put it up here while I talk about it. But this is the print. This stemmed out of a drawing from my sketchbook in marker, and then I took it into Clip Studio Paint and drew over it, changed the colors a little bit, evened stuff out, cleaned it up, and then I have 2 stickers from March because for Patreon, that is my 1-year anniversary. So I was like, well, let's have a bonus sticker. So, and then the idea is I can have another of this cat doing something else for year 2 and 3 and 4, etc. We'll see if that works out. But so the regular sticker is also from a sketch from my sketchbook, but it is a crazy cat woman in her car with her 10,000 cats. And the more I look at it, the more I like it. And then the bonus one is me as a cat. If I were to be a cat, I think I'd like to be pink. So I got a little sketchbook, just like a happy, like love, like thanks for being here for Patreon. And then for my digital downloads, I have a weekly planner. I did 2 colors, and I really like the weekly planner because it has some other sections to like write notes in, which is important for me because I'll like put something down and I have to like expand my thoughts on it. And then for the digital download, it's a desktop wallpaper, which I've been trying to do more of. I have a ton of mobile papers out, and I want to do more desktop and iPad, like long, wide format. And so I took the sticker, and I put it on a file, and then I put a background in beneath it, and I really like it. I think it's really fun. So I'm really excited for these to go out in March. I worked really hard on them, and I think it's a nice variety, and I like how they all look together. So thank you for watching this video. If you liked this video, you'll probably like this video as well. It's all about me doing an Art Snacks Art Box challenge. So have a good day, thanks, bye.